Hi, so unusually for me, I do a Christmas video every Christmas day. I'm going to do the same this one. It's actually Christmas Eve and I'm out Christmas Eve for a change. It's only because I'm off and the weather's really nice. The last few days has been really cold and horrible and it's actually really nice today. But the downside to that is, of course, it's Christmas Eve. There's nothing to do. I've been around a few places. There's literally nothing going on anywhere. Apart from the shops being open and selling those last minute gifts, which is really, really busy and sort of a bit mad out. So, and looking at it, obviously, as I said, it is Christmas Eve. There's no trains running, even the trains behind me. It's, yeah, very, very quiet out, but very pleasant. It's lovely. It's really nice warm weather, which is really annoying. And the only reason it's annoying, as I said, there's nothing to do. Oh well. Something else I touched on in my last video, I was on about Christmas lights, and it was mainly about people's houses and streets with their own Christmas lights people do. Something else you're not noticing so much, and something I haven't seen this year, is the professional, like the proper Christmas light switch-ons, that sort of stuff. So a couple of years ago we did the Westwood Cross one. There's been ones at Westgate. There's sort of streets where they do light switch-ons with Santa and all that. I haven't seen any of it this year. Everything seems to have dulled down a bit post-COVID. I mean, we had stuff after COVID and now we've gone a bit further on and now sort of like weird, nothing much is happening. So yeah, that's also a bit strange, I think. Sort of a anti-Christmas in a way, some ways. And when I said some of them do go big on their lights, i.e. there's some places there's nothing, here there's ones that just go properly out to town. Which I like that. I think there's a few places where they do it, they properly do it. It's just unfortunate there's not as many doing it as there were previously. It is Christmas Day, and as you can see behind me, the weather is absolutely disgusting. It's actually foggy and horrible and wet and drizzly. So I've got my Grinch shirt on, but the weather is grim, horrible, grey, wet, foggy, typical Christmas Day. Sort of like early morning Christmas Day. Well, not that early, it's about 10 o'clock, but still not very nice at all out. So it's going to be fun, isn't it? So that was it really. Christmas Day, Boxing Day, sort of a few days around Christmas have been pretty horrible. Foggy, misty, muggy. Not really easy to do anything at all. Even driving over to my brother's on Christmas Day, it was grey and horrible and it was a bit of a nightmare getting there. So yeah, it hasn't been the best Christmas Day and Christmas events. Ho-hum, hopefully it's going to be clearer and nicer for New Year's Day. We'll soon see, eh? Back to fragrances again. I know we keep going on about fragrances, but I did get a couple of fragrances around Christmas. One I got from the kids, one I bought for myself, in a theme of things I've done previously in reviews. So the one the kids got me was the Mont Blanc Explorer Ultra Blue. This stuff, really, really nice fragrance. It was in a gift set. I saw online there was a gift set with this and the body wash was some deal about 30 odd quid, something like that. So it's a really, really good buy for what it was. You're getting a full bottle of Mont Blanc and a body wash in a gift set, which is really good. As I said, this is in one of my reviews, a couple of reviews ago. And in a much earlier review, which I'll put links to those down below anyway, in a much earlier review was this stuff, which is the Acqua di Parma Colonia Essenza. I have reviewed it before and I said it was really nice when I had it before, so I thought I'll get myself some for Christmas. So this is a present to me. Now that I've actually bought this and got this, and I've been wearing it for a few days, so in 3 or 4 days I've been wearing it, it actually reminds me of something else, and I hadn't noticed it previously when I tried it beforehand, when I had samples of it. I didn't have it on long enough to really realise what the smell was, but it reminds me of something else. Couldn't work out what it was at first, but it does actually remind me of the very early 90s YSL Jazz. Now that Jazz, they discontinued. And they really brought out a newer version of, I think, in the sort of 2000s, but it wasn't the same version. They slightly changed the ingredients, and then they discontinued it again, and then they brought out a newer version, I think in the 2010s, something like that. So there has been a version of it around more recently, but it's not using any of the same sort of green ingredients, which therefore doesn't give it the same smells that it had back in the 90s. The early 90s version of Jazz had a much more distinctive smell than the newer versions. This has that sort of Jazz type of smell. It's not completely a Jazz smell. It's actually better. It's a better smell than Jazz, but it's got that Jazz in it, which is why I like it so much, because I used to love wearing Jazz. And this is just improved on that. It's got that and a few other notes and smells to it, a more citrusy smell to it, that gives it a nicer smell over Jazz, which is a really, really nice smell. And of course, this is a more expensive bottle than what the bottle of Jazz would have been. So it's a really nice smell. It's a really nice fragrance. I really recommend it. I recommend both of those, and I said I'll link the reviews for those down below. But that's it really. I got some socks like everyone else does, some new bracelety things, and yeah, typical Christmas stuff really. Typical Christmas day. As I said, never get to do much, but it is a bit of a tradition now, me doing these, so thought I'd do one anyway. And as will be, of course, going out on New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve is, again, a bit of a tradition. I will go and do it. There's things on that I might be interested in doing, so we'll go and have a look, see what's going on, and I will do a video for that as well. So thanks again for watching. Hope you all had a nice Christmas. Please do have a happy new year, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.